Today we're talking about addition using the standard algorithm. So what is an algorithm? An algorithm is like a shortcut strategy in math. Once you understand a math concept, you can use an algorithm to save time. In our last lesson, we used base 10 blocks to add. We added 125 plus 212. We started by making the first number with base 10 blocks. 125 has 5 ones, 2 tens, and 100. Then we added the second number to it, keeping all of our ones together, all of our tens together, and all of our hundreds together. So to add 212, we would need to add 2 more ones, another 10, and 2 more hundreds. And then what we ended up with was our answer. I see the number 337. Today, we'll use the standard algorithm to add. Let's use the same addition problem, 125 plus 212. Except we'll want to rewrite it so the numbers are lined up on top of each other. That's better. Now I have my ones on top of my ones, tens on tens, and hundreds on hundreds. My numbers are nicely lined up, keeping each place value together. Now we add up the digits, one place at a time, starting in the ones place. We always want to start in the ones place when we're using this strategy. So I see a 5 in the ones place of the first number and a 2 in the ones place of the second number. I will add them together and write the answer right underneath, keeping it in the ones place of my answer. 5 plus 2 is 7. Now I add the tens. I have a 2 tens in the first number and 1 10 in the second number. That's 3 tens. So I'll put a 3 in the tens place of my answer. Now let's add the hundreds. I have 100 in the first number and 200 in the second number. That's 300. I can see my answer is 337. Be careful when lining the numbers up. You have to keep the place values together. These numbers are not lined up correctly. Here I have hundreds lined up under thousands, and tens under hundreds, and ones under tens, and then I have nothing in my ones place here to add with these ones. These numbers are not lined up by place value. That's better. Now I have my ones lined up with the ones, tens are on top of each other, hundreds are on top of each other, thousands, and then this number doesn't have any thousands. You could even imagine a 0 right here. Now we can start to add. We add up our ones, 3 plus 2 is 5. We add up our tens, 1 plus 2 is 3. We add our hundreds, 4 plus 5 is 9. And we add our thousands, 3 plus nothing or 0 is 3. Let's try a trickier one. This time we're going to be adding 238 plus 135. I have my numbers lined up, so now I'll start adding in the ones. 8 plus 5 is 13. That doesn't look right to me though. I know I can't put a 2-digit number like 13 in one place. Each place can only hold one digit, so I know this isn't right. Let's take a look at the number 13. 13 is really a group of 10 and 3 ones. I can put the 3 ones down in the ones place of my answer, but that group of 10 needs to be moved over with the other tens. I can't put a 10 in the ones place. It needs to go with the tens. So I will carry it or regroup it over to the tens place like this. I'll place it above the tens place. Now I'm ready to add the tens. I have 1 10, 3 tens, and another 3 tens. That makes 7 tens. And finally, I'll add the hundreds place. 2 hundreds plus one more hundred makes 300. So my answer is 373. We can use the addition algorithm to solve problems with large numbers. We just repeat those same steps over and over again. Let's add 43,849 plus 15,334. I always start in my ones place, so I'm going to add 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. Once again, I can't put a 13 in the ones place of my answer. I can put down 3 ones and carry or regroup that group of 10 over into the tens place. Now I have 1 10, 4 tens, and 3 more groups of 10. And 1 plus 4 plus 3 makes 8. Now let's add our hundreds. 8 hundreds plus 3 hundreds. That's 11 groups of 100. I can't put 11 in the hundreds place. So just like I did with the ones place, I need to put down one group of 100 and carry or regroup the other 10 groups of 100 over into the next place, the thousands place. Because that's what 10 groups of 100 is. It's really 1,000. Now I have 1,000, 3,000s, and 5 more groups of 1,000. And 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. So I'll put a 9 in the thousands place of my answer. And finally, I need to add my 10,000s. 4 plus 1 equals 5. Here are some important reminders when you're using the standard algorithm to add. Remember to line the numbers up on top of each other, keeping the place values together. The ones should be on top of ones, tens on top of tens, hundreds on top of hundreds, thousands on top of thousands. Add each digit together, always starting in the ones place. Add your ones together, and then add your tens, and then add the hundreds, and then add the thousands. If you have a 2-digit answer, like we did when we ended up with 13, you need to regroup it, carrying the digit on the left over to the next place value. When we were trying to put 13 in our answer, we could only put 3 in the answer. The 1, that one group of 10, had to be moved over to the tens place and added with the tens.